The LaSalle women's football team completed a magical run in season 79 by winning the UAP title. Let's find out the secret behind the success of this perfect team. Joining us are the immortal, the legendary LaSalle head coach, Hans Smith, their graduating team captain, Ina Palacios, Meryl Ledesma, and Kyra Dimaandao. Good evening, guys, and congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
I like the fact that we had you here before you won the trophy. It's like meron kaming parang gut feel that you guys would win it. Or we could have been your lucky charm, coach.
Pwede,
right?
Yeah, even if you came from the other school. That's the way it is.
Okay, Coach Hans, I have to tell people that you guys had a perfect season, undefeated, and there's something very distinct about your undefeated season. What was that?
Distinct.
Yeah, meaning kasi may mga undefeated season dati, pero yung undefeated season nyo ngayon, it's really perfect. Why?
We had no draw, no loss. But that's what other people say, perfect season. I tell the girls it's perfect season. For me, a perfect season, a real perfect season is no goals scored against. There were some teams that scored against us.
Nag-champion na kayo, Coach. Disappointed ka pa?
I'm known to be never happy, but no, I'm just kidding. No, but we never went through thinking of going for the sweep. We just came one game at a time. The sweep is just like a bonus for us.
Why are they laughing? They're laughing at what you're saying.
They can laugh now because it's done.
Oh, because you don't have to attend practice for a while now.
No, next Tuesday.
We're back on training on
back to
Tuesday.
training.
No, but Ina, you're done.
I'm done for UAP, but we still have PFF League.
Oh, so you're not yet off the hook.
No,
Not yet.
not by a long shot.
Okay, Ina, how would you summarize this experience of going undefeated all the way to the championship?
Well, we never expected that we're gonna end the season undefeated. The girls just kept playing. We just really pushed each other until we got into the finals. And wow, I can't even. It's really great. So thankful for everyone's effort because it got us to where we are right now.
Okay, Ina, you are the best goalkeeper of the UAP, also part of the Mythical 11. But as a goalkeeper, you actually scored a goal. How did that happen? That was the third and final goal of the championship game. How on earth did Ina Palacios end up taking a penalty kick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we even have video of that. So how did that happen, Coach?
No, when Ina was on her sophomore, I think, or junior year, she already told me that, Coach, I want to score for LaSalle before I even graduate.
Was that your first goal, Ina?
Yeah, that's our first
Wow.
First and last.
The only thing was, even the last training that we had on the Friday, I practiced their penalty kicks. And Ina was one of the more consistent kickers. No? And she reminded me again of that request that she wanted. And I said, if there is a chance and the opportunity, I'll give it to her. It was like I've been saying, it's like the book was really written for the girls this year. Yeah. It's so dramatic. We're in Ina's last UAP, last minute in the UAP, and then it so happened that there's a penalty kick, and I was reminded because Sara Castañeda is really my designated penalty kicker, and she's been 100% all throughout the season. And then it was Sara in the field and some of the other girls saying, Coach, Ina. So I looked at my time. I said, it's a good time for Ina, and it's also a tribute for her, to her as a keeper. I think this has never happened yet in the UAP. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think it ever happened. We're in the finals. We're in the keeper. Because a lot of people were really wondering. I could hear in the stands, why? I was hearing, bakit yung goalkeeper? And they don't know. I had the time. Plus, I promised Ina, when the opportunity arises, I'll give her the chance.
That's why you're a legend, my friend. That's why. Meryl, what was so special about this year, being part of this team? I mean, outside of the perfect record and the championship, what made this year really special for you guys?
I think this year we're more of united since we're the same team nga. But then this year, I think everyone grew throughout the months that we've been training, and the bond that we have with Coach Hans, with the same team last year in the finals also.
What allowed the team to make that jump from last year to this year? I mean, that jump that really pushed you to absolute success.
I think the loss and the everyday reminder of Coach Hans that girls, you want to be in that situation again
Not
where
every day.
Every other day.
every week,
Every
but
week.
yeah, so I guess that's
Kyra, glad to have you back on the show, by the way. And you were named Best Striker for this season and also part of the mythical 11. What was the biggest strength of your team tactically? Every time you're on the field, every time you're facing your poor opponents, what made LaSalle always the favorite team?
I think we have this special chemistry. With, yeah, when
Connection
We, yeah,
that
we
they
have a
have.
connection. We
Is this like a mystic connection? What is it? An emotional connection?
All of the above.
All of the above, huh?
outside from coach's play, coach also makes us play free. Like we're able to make our own plays. We get to choose where to pass. Most of the time we pass on the wings, but this season we were able to get some passes inside the box. Like we didn't even know that was possible to have 1-2s inside the box, to have 3-4 pass combinations inside the box, and I think that's what led to our chemistry, knowing that each one of us is there for each other.
The right to freelance in any sport is earned. No coach will ever just say, oh, ka-freelance kayo dyan." You must be a talented group to be able to freelance. How talented is your team, coach?
They're really talented. I mean, to reach this point and to reach the milestone in their lives and for the history of the UAP. But what Kyra forgot to say that is on everyday sessions that we have, I have some drills that they get sick of. It's a muscle memory thing. So what Kyra said, when we had combinations, 1, 2, even 4 combinations inside the box, that was because of the every single day I warmed them up with passing drills, short passing drills, wherein they got it. Now they all know my secret. So, but that's how they got. And the thing there is that they've been together since last year, and I think they went one level higher. Like they said, I kept on reminding them, not every day, every other week maybe, since last May. It has to get into their heads, right? I mean, but the thing there is, it's like they smell each other now without even looking. They after training they go have breakfast together. They get their ice baths together. They have lunch together. Sometimes they go to mass together. And especially the one in the mass thing. That's because I told them how to go to mass.
You
to
did.
church
You
every day.
said that.
If you believe that, then I'm a liar.
I absolutely do not. I've known you too long. Method that Coach Hans did this year that actually worked and helped you guys win. Ina, what was that?
I think it's always parang we had to do things as a team all the time. Because of that, we were able to get to know each other more, and then we bonded more, and there were actually no groups within the team. So I think that's the best part. Having a team
Walang
as
mga
one.
click, yung mga
Yeah.
click ni mga ganito, ganyan, and then para magkasama lang kayo when you're actually
Yeah.
on the pitch. It was not that case.
Yeah, it's actually funny kasi sometimes coach na yung nagsasabi maghiwalay na kami.
Ba't nabubuisit na siya? Lagi kayo magkakasama lahat.
Yeah, kasi ang ingay namin eh. Kulit, makulit.
every day.
Yeah, even here in the office. The minute you guys arrived, everyone knew, dyan na yung Lasal. Ang ingay. Meryl, was there a point in the season, I know you guys went undefeated, but was there like a point in the season where maybe doubt crept in, no matter how small amount of doubt, but maybe an anxiety setting in, okay, can we actually do this? Can we actually win this year?
We're not overconfident, but we believe that we can do it all the way. Like what Coach Hans would always say, that na tiwala lang to the teammates, and eventually everything will fall into place.
Now, heading into the season, were you guys favored to win?
No.
No, not sure na to. Lasal Lady women's football team, sure win.
Normally,
no?
Nico, in football, they would always say that the defending champion would be.
Yeah.
But after 2-3 games in the first round, people start changing. Not because of the wins, but if they see the team, how they play together, then they would say. But in the women's football, in the women's division, nobody ever expected anybody. No other team, actually.
And did that, like Kyra, did that work in your like favor? That there was no pressure There was no like undeniable pressure now. Everyone's saying LaSalle should win, so you guys better win.
I don't really think of those stuff because coach taught us how to silence the audience like outside the field. So what we think about is trusting each other that we can do what coach wants us to do, that we can achieve the goals. Whatever is in our minds before the games, we have to like cross them out. If we're thinking about academics, like we have to forget it. We have to clear our minds before the game. Yeah, we have to think of the game, and that's what Mary and Ina also always tells us that, okay girls, 90 minutes, game lang to. Ito muna, yung minds nyo dapat nasa game lang. Dapat wala na yung utak nyo sa ibang lugar.
Well, not right now. I'm going to ask you to focus on personal growth. So, like Kyra, just very quickly, how did you grow as a person through this championship season?
I think I'd grown so much, like really from last year. Last year, I actually sat out during the season. I had an injury before a month later, I had a meniscal tear, and we had to keep that a secret because we didn't want players to injure me and worsen my case. But this year, coach gave me a chance to start, and he was really one of the people who inspired me, and I really trusted him, and I'm really happy that I trusted him because this is where I am. And actually, the best striker award, it really wasn't on my mind at first because what was on my mind was the championship, just to get the championship. But when it mattered to coach, it also started mattering to me. So I really tried every game to at least get one goal since that's what he wants.
Well, what you want, you get. And you wanted a great season. You got your great season.
This time.
You got great performances from your players, and you got your championship. And I think you're going to get more TV time now because you're going to stay in that chair. Ina, Meryl, Kyra, it was a pleasure to have you here on the show. And congratulations on a perfect season in the UAP.
Thank you.
We're still hanging out with the triumphant champions of UAP women's football, the LaSalle women's football team. Unfortunately, their legendary head coach is still here on the set, Coach Hans Smith, and of course, two of his talented players, Irish Navaja and Nicole Andaya, who are not first-timers on the show because talented people repeatedly come out on the show. That's why. Could you describe to our viewers ano ba role ni Irish and Nicole on your team?
It's not surprising why these two now are together here in front of you.
Is this by design? Magkasama sila?
No, it's perfect because they're both my wingers. They're not necessarily my right and my left because I switched them. So they play both sides. They can play both sides. And Irish can play anywhere in the mid. Last year, she played in the middle for me with Sarah. So then I had to make some changes because of the injuries that I had, plus some negative things that happened in the team before the UAP. So I want to tell everybody now. I can say it. I just want to say it because I am very proud of these girls because when we got into the season, we were already incomplete. When we started the season, I even had more injuries. And the finals, 6 of them were injured. Sarah played 2-3 games after Tajikistan.
I saw that. She had a
She
brace.
had a fracture already in her wrist. So the next day, right after the finals, I told her she had to have her. Now she's casted. Her whole arm is casted. Just to show you, I mean, like what other people say, girls. I mean, I hope some of the men can do what she did. I mean, she played her heart out with a fracture, and she couldn't really move her hand. So, I want to give it to them. I want to tell everybody that I'm really very, very proud of these girls now because they played like men. Some of them played even better. They were practicing. They were doing drills better. They were making the passes better. And look at them now. Look at those pretty faces.
Oh, grabe siya.
Irish, gaano katapang yung team nyo?
Naku, ito pa tinanong mo.
Kaya na. Tama ba yung tinanungan ko? Gaano katapang ang LaSalle women's football team?
Parang titignan kami, we're like girls from the people. Pero when it comes to, to play inside the field, parang hindi na kami yung nagpapakita na babae kami. Parang hindi na namin pinapansin na naglalaro kami as a girls. Kasi Coach Hans, Lucas, parang tinitignan kami ni Coach Hans sa hindi babae. So parang, when inside the field, parang, naglalaro kami according sa, parang successfully naman, yun, nagiging kami, okay naman kami sa kinalabasan ng game.
Nicole, where does that parang tapang, yung fighting spirit, where does that come from?
Where it comes from?
Yeah.
Well, if you have a coach
Wala kayong choice.
hands, and you know, as an athlete, you need to have that fighting spirit from within you already. And you know, if you don't have that from within you, it's what will take you further. Kasi so when you're tired, when you're injured, what will bring you is your desire to win, your desire to play for someone, for your coach, for your teammates, and that's what you have to have as an athlete.
Well, speaking of dedicating the victory, so on a personal note, like Nicole, who did you dedicate this championship? Family? Was it particular people, friends?
I think I dedicated it to my teammates because last year, you know, the chronological events of how everything happened when we lost, it's something that we've forgotten. But the feeling of losing, it's something that, you know, even if we won now, it's something that I'll never forget. So as I entered the season, I wanted to do it for my teammates because I saw their faces when we lost, and you know, I never wanted to feel that way. I never wanted them to feel that way ever again.
Wow. So this is actually like a 2-year journey. Is that correct, Coach?
Yeah, you can say that.
No,
yeah.
no. It's not like parang hindi lang season 79 na parang in a capsule.
First chapter started last year.
Yeah, that's. So yung pain, Nicole, parang for you don't want it to ever go away because it's part of the experience. Tama ba?
Yeah, because it helped me grow as a person. It helped me, you know, want to fight for everything that I go to, regardless of football, school. It's something that makes you want to push even further.
Yeah, but of course, yung pain is like the first step, and then the ultimate destination is the thrill of victory. So, gaano kasarap Irish through all the injuries, through all the challenge, the heartache, and then finally, perfect season, undefeated champion.
Sobrang nakaka-overwhelm, and then sobrang saya namin lahat. Nakalimutan namin yung mga nangyari sa amin from last year, yung heartaches. But now, yung hard work talaga namin is that nag-payoffs talaga nung last game against the UST. And then, eventually, naging successful naman kami. And hindi ko ma-explain, sobrang saya, parang nasa heaven na ako na...
Huwag naman heavy. Basta parang feeling naman heavy.
Sa sobrang saya nila, the next day, I think more than half of my team were gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
No, that's right.
Gone.
We wanted you guys earlier this week.
Yeah.
Pero nagbakasyon kayo lahat eh.
Buti pa sila.
Nakita ko sa Twitter kung saan nagpunta eh.
Saan nagpunta? Iba. Yung iba nga, hindi nagpaalam. Nakita ko doon, nasasaktan na pala. As in May 8 talaga, umalis sila.
What will you remember most, Coach, from this year?
The bouncing back of the girls. I gave them hell. I'll admit it now. We're done with the season. I gave them really hell. You know, I'll tell you one thing, Miko. Monday, the whole day, I still had a headache because of when I was screaming at them during the halftime. It seemed like the tables was being turned around. UST was playing us really well. UST actually was playing the way I wanted them to play. So everything that we trained for the finals was thrown out the window. And I already said during the finals, there's not too much talk anymore. So I didn't talk, I just screamed. And the whole day Monday, I had a headache, a bad headache. The whole day, I was in really hell. I gave them hell. But like I've been saying all season long, they've been very receptive. Very receptive. It's like a dream team for me because they just listened and everything that I asked them to do. Of course, there'll be, you know, there's nobody perfect, you know. There'll be, of course, stumbling blocks away. Some few errors like that. Of course, because they get tired also. And the times of the games were really also, you know, not that, how to say, healthy to play in. And it wasn't comfortable because of the heat and all. I'd understand that. But they kept on bouncing back. And every single thing that... They were asking me during some training sessions, you know, Coach, pwede bang ganun? I gave them more hell. So they still came up, you know, strong. And they came out better.
Yeah, okay lang yan. Headache of champion ang tawag dyan, Coach, what you experienced. Nicole Andaya, Irish Nova, and of course the legendary Coach Hans Smith. Guys, congratulations. Hey, let's do this again next year, shall we?
Hopefully. Yeah, yes.
Thanks
I'd like
again.
that, yes. Thank you, Miko. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.